I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is the
Family Showdown! Woo! Hello, welcome, happy Tuesday. Welcome to, you guessed it, shenanigans. I hope you're ready for some.
I'm not.
And then he leaves.
I'm out.
Apparently he's done with the shenanigans.
I am out.
That was the quickest show ever.
I am
Peace
out.
Yeah. Nice knowing y'all. Oh, he's adjusting the camera.
All right.
We tried to fix the technical difficulties, so we're only 2 minutes late today. Ha ha, that'll teach you. Right.
And the camera's not frozen this time.
Hey, don't jinx us. All right. So,
All right.
how are y'all this lovely day, evening, midnight, morning, place,
Hello.
time? Huh?
It's been raining all day.
It has, almost all day. I can see clearly now. Oh, what?
Yeah, I saw a meme today that someone posted that has Chris Farley when he's doing a screamer guy, the guy that yells at everybody. And he's like, "Can the rain please stop?" Yeah, so we've had rain
It's monsoon season in
pretty
Texas,
much
apparently.
continually for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty awesome.
Our yard looks like a jungle.
Not like a jungle. It is a jungle.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. We'll talk about board games now.
There is a shenanigans today. That is awesome, and I'm ready for it.
Got the camera down lower than normal. You can see all our stuff.
Who cares? They know we use equipment. It's not like we say magic has brought us together.
Well, the reason I lowered it, it's kind of tilted, but the reason I lowered it is because I looked at our last video, and it was like we were like the bottom, and then there was like board games. There was like
Isn't that the point?
There's a big wall of games, and we were like down in the bottom. So I'm trying to get us a little more cropped.
All right, you're no fun. Here we go.
How's everybody doing? Well, as always, we start off with. I'm gonna push a button here. Here we go. All right.
Oh, hey.
What did we play?
What did we play? I don't even remember.
We played 9 games, which is that's about a normal week, I guess. It'll be a lot more once she gets out of school.
Maybe. Hopefully.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
We played 9 games, and they're all but one rated a 7 or higher.
According to
me.
that one.
So as always, we go from worst to best.
According to.
Well, you can
you know what? We can do this sometime. We will mix it up. It will be bizarro rankings. What did we play?
All right, let's start off with number 9.
Roll over.
I got this just because.
With this?
Yes. So I rated a 6. I didn't even know this game existed.
But it does.
I went to buy a different game. And
How dare you, sir?
And I saw this game. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's Trek in the National Parks trivia.
Oh, yeah.
And we like trivial things.
And we like national parks. Put them together. Happiness.
But it's a 6.
But according to him.
Because it's not really a game.
It is too. It's totally a game.
It's kind of an activity.
You're an activity. That's our insult.
But I love national parks, and it's something that we can bring to our trips and stuff to play just to pass some time.
It's nice to come back to a little box.
And the game is such that you could play this like in a car.
We played that sitting on the couch.
In a line. We literally played it sitting on the couch.
We did. All casual style.
So it asks you, the basis of the game is it asks a numerical national park question. Kind of like wits and wagers. Whoever's asking the question writes their answer down and they put it out for everyone to see. And then everyone else secretly writes their answer. Then we compare, and whoever's the closest without going over wins the card. And then they get a bonus question, which is not a numerical answer, that's related to the subject of the. Well, actually, no, it's not related. So you ask another national park question. That's not a numerical answer. It's like an actual.
It's actual bonus question.
And if you get it right, you get a bonus. You get the bonus card. Yep. So you collect cards, and those are your points. And whoever gets to a certain number of points based on the number of players wins. That's the entire game. I just taught you how to play Trek in the National Park trivia.
I'll leave you to explore this for yourself.
And just for funsies, let's do one.
Oh,
just for funsies.
What Neutral wants to know if this would be an 8 if it was a co-op.
It would be a 3. I mean, it's okay. It's just not. There's not much of a game here. I
Where
like
are my pearls so I can clutch
I
them?
like
it's
the
okay.
theme. I like the subject matter, but the game is not very robust. So, here we go. Let's ask you we'll ask you a question. Just for funsies. You guys can play along at home. If I can get the...
We could use them as Wits and Wagers questions, yes.
You totally could use it, but there's...
That would be awesome.
But the... Well,
you just don't do the bonus questions.
I'm making a complete mess.
What just happened over here?
I'll have my executive assistant.
Well, your executive assistant needs a raise. What is this nonsense?
Cleanness.
By the way, the little cards that you write on, I know you guys can see these because I'm looking.
All right, here's your question, folks.
Look how pretty they are.
Here's your question.
They're all pretty.
Here you go. Here's the question. Kings Canyon is home to the second largest tree in the world, the General Grant tree. It stands 267 feet tall and has a base circumference of 107 feet. President Calvin Coolidge proclaimed it the nation's Christmas tree. What is the estimated age of General Grant's tree?
Oh, snap.
And this is a 2021 game, or 2020, I don't know which, but it's as of like
same decade.
Within the last year.
Decade. It's been a decade.
I'll give you a moment to give your guesstimates.
I'll give you a
in the little chit chat or at home. Or at home.
I don't know why I'm like
or at
turning
home.
everything into a threat.
Or at home.
Nathan's guessing 300. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody other guesses?
Last call.
I'm gonna guess 500 just to be a troll.
I'm gonna say 225 is my answer. All right, here we go.
Okay.
And the answer is 1,650
Woo!
years.
I'm the highest without going over. The answer is always 42, Michael. I would argue
1,650. That's amazing.
Cora Lou.
So who was the highest?
Me.
No, what'd you say?
I said 800.
All right. You get a bonus question.
Whoop!
Here's your bonus question. Here's your bonus question. Oh, it's a picture question. I can't. That doesn't work for the...
I want to see the picture.
That doesn't work for the chat. Doesn't work for the chat.
You should have hooked up our own thingamadoodle.
All right, here we go.
The
Three Gossips is a rock formation in which of Utah's national parks?
Arches.
The answer is Arches.
Woo!
And Rebecca destroyed you, and she destroyed me at this game. So there you go. It's consistent.
Cora Lou, you're fired.
What'd she say?
Who was actually listening to the question? I heard U.S. trivia and tuned out.
Oh,
ejected.
Is she not from around down these parts?
Doesn't matter. It's trivia. I have a feeling. Hoser said Arches. Dara said Zion. Good guesses, peeps. Hoser, you're clearly.
Well, there you go. So you just played a part of the National Park trivia.
It's pretty cool, actually. If you like trivia stuffs, this is a good trivia game.
All right, let's move on.
For you trivia liking peeps.
Let's move on to my number 8. I'll give this a 7.
I'm guessing it's this one.
No.
No. Well.
I give this a 7. This is Draftosaurus.
I love this game.
This is one of our new purchases, not Draftosaurus. We got the expansions to Draftosaurus.
Expansions.
The Marina expansion.
Expansions.
And the something other expansion.
We do need Canadian Parks expansion, Cora Lou.
Marina expansion and the Aerial Show expansion. We played with both of those. And I give it a big meh. I don't think it improves the game or makes it worse. I think it's just more. And if you want more, there you go.
You can never have too much Draftosaurus, sir.
It's an okay game, but let's let Rebecca sing its praises. So.
No, it's really cute. It's the only thing, my pet peeve, it's really weird, okay? So if this was the board, the main board that you have for the original game, the first... What are you doing?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. The first expansion goes on top and fits fine, whatever.
No, it's slightly off.
Well, close enough. It's there. Okay, it's pretty much center. But the marine one is offset from the board, and all of us kind of do this little nervous tick as we play it because it's not...
The OCD person didn't have any problem with it. And that's
Which
me.
is weird.
So this is the main board.
It's so weird.
This is your main board. This is the Aerial Show expansion, and it's slightly...
See, they didn't even match them up.
It's
Why?
Slightly... The board is slightly bigger than the main board. So
Which
it kind of...
I can ignore that. That doesn't bother me. It's centered over it.
The expansion, you put like this.
It's just kind of weird. Why didn't they do art
Did I
and
got that?
stick it out so
I
it's
have it right?
sticking
I don't
out.
have it right. I'm showing the wrong side.
You
It's
are
like,
being a goober. Yeah, there you go. You had it right. You had it right.
I can't see that side.
I can see it. Scoot a little more. No, this way. There we go. See, like that.
Yeah, so it's off center like that.
Eh.
So anyway, it doesn't bother me.
Which is shocking because usually you're like, fix that. The card's tilted a little bit on the top of the board.
It does bother me
he's
if they're
like,
not exactly lined up picture-wise. That does bother me.
Oh, okay. Since the picture lines up, you're good though.
Yes.
Maybe it won't bother you. I don't know. I find it weird. I think that they should have put art and made it space it out or make it so it folds in half. Something like so it sticks out evenly on both sides. I don't know. Make it a meandering river so it went back and forth both directions.
But
there's got to be
in
a
my
way.
opinion, it is not a needed expansion. It didn't add that much to the game. But if you're looking for a little more, there you go.
You know what this is for?
You?
Close this too soon. Well, yes, obviously.
It's
for the meeples. It's not for the thing. It's for the new little meeples because you've got a pteranodon. Here, I'll put my hand. I'm dumb. Okay, there you go.
They're not going to see that.
Yes, they can.
It's a
they
little
can see
blue
it.
dot.
It's a blue dot, and it's adorable blue dot. And then where's my little mosasaurus or plesiosaurus? It's plesiosaurus. Little plesiosaurus. You can see it from
Just
afar.
more meeples.
It's more adorable little meeples. Okay,
right.
Exactly. Half the fun is holding the little dinos in your hand.
There you go.
See, people get it.
All right, let's move along. Move along to my number 7. I actually give this an 8. And me, for a goofy party game, to give it an 8 says a lot because I laughed. Any game that makes me laugh gets at least an 8.
Wait a minute. Okay, anyway.
So we finally got to play Speechless. We got this on the Dice Tower. No, it was a long time ago. This has been sitting on our shelf of shame.
This was like decades ago, like 2019 or earlier, probably.
For at least, it's been on our shelf of shame for at least 2 years. And we finally played it.
Yeah.
And it's just a kind of charades, tricked up charades, where no one talks.
Yeah, like zip, zilch.
There's no guessing. There's no speaking like normal. There's no, the presenter doesn't speak, but the guessers don't speak either.
You write everything.
And you write down what you think the answers are. And you're presenting 6 different things. They're all one-word things, and the presenter just goes through them one at a time, presents them, and everyone's guessing what they think you're presenting. And then you score, and it has an interesting scoring. As if you get it right, you get a certain number of points. But if you match someone else and you're both wrong, you get some lesser points.
Because obviously there's some wavelength going on there, right? I think it's cool that they credit you for that. Yeah, it's kind of like miming. It's a riot though, and oh my gosh, it was surprisingly funny.
We might play this one live at some point.
Yeah.
And let you guys try to guess.
Yeah, because it was really fun. And we have to go 1, do the thing, 2, do the thing. You do was it 5 or 6 again?
6.
You said 6 in a minute. So it's not like
seconds.
You can stick on to one if you're having trouble. You don't want to stick too long with one because you might not get to all of them.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to do something really stupid and then come back to it.
And then the presenter gets the best score among the other players, basically.
Yeah. So you want to do well because you're going to get the same amount of points as your best player.
I destroyed this game.
You did. I don't know how.
I destroyed.
It was just so weird.
I was on, as they say in the olden days, I was on like Donkey Kong.
Which I never understood that because it doesn't actually really
How about
rhyme.
on like Tron?
That's better, but it doesn't ring as well.
Anyway, this is a fun little game. It's not anything especially innovative or new, but
but it's a blast.
Fun little game.
Surprisingly.
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Oops.
I probably did that.
I blame you.
The Traposaurus dies.
The Traposaurus. It's a cute little wooden die.
All right, let's move on to another 8. We played this with the little Nessa.
She's not so little anymore. You
the not so little Nessa.
We keep acting like she's.
I give this one an 8 as well. Rebecca disagrees with me. I think this is a Mysterium Killer, and she does not think it's a Mysterium Killer. So we got another new game, Mysterium Park. So it's the streamlined, quick, zippy, as they say, version of Mysterium.
Watch it, Tommy.
With a easier scoring system, easier to teach. I taught this to Nessa and Rebecca in like 2 minutes.
Oh,
and I'm not exaggerating.
No.
It's super easy, super quick, not as convoluted, but just as fun, in my opinion, as the other game. Rebecca thinks she likes the other one because there's voting and a little more competition type between the players. But this one brings it fully cooperative. You're all working together. There's no real.
That's true too. I mean, It is.
It makes it more cooperative. The other one's fully cooperative, but this one makes it more. You're not trying to vote for other players and try to get your own score and things like that.
I can see playing both. I think it's different enough. I think it's different enough that you could justify keeping
it. It is different enough, but would our family prefer the other one ever?
Probably not.
Yes.
And this is so much smaller that, I mean, if we were to do a culling on that, it probably would go, sadly.
It's smaller, it's easier, it plays in half the time. It's easier to set up, it's easier to prepare, it's easier to teach. I mean, I can go on and on. I think it unless you just want a more gamery version, there's no reason not to play this one over Mysterium.
Yeah. Okay, Tommy asks, what about Detective Club? Wasn't that a Mysterium killer?
No.
No?
Because this one is Detective Club is more
have I played that one yet?
No, you haven't. It's more that one's
someday.
This one has the whole ghost and giving clues and that sort of thing on it. It's kind of, it gives a different vibe. They're very similar, but
that's true.
This one gives me a different vibe.
Totally. I agree.
Because this whole no talking, very silent, no, you know, I don't know, I like it. I like playing the ghost, so that's my favorite thing to do. I'd probably be horrible at the other thing. Anyway, we played it once and we won handily. Won handily, in fact. I think it was because the ghost player was so good. Anyway.
The ghost player was so good. Interesting.
All right, it's another new one.
Happy belated birthday, Julio.
All right, and then let's move on to my number 5. Number 5. It's another first-time play.
Okay.
Rebecca really liked this one. I thought it was okay. I gave it an 8, which is saying a lot for basically a card game. It's basically a card game.
That's true.
So it's pretty good. It didn't click for you for some reason.
It's okay.
It was almost comical. how this.
I'm like building this clunky sort of engine thing going on. Meanwhile, Hunter's like, "Hey, look at all this stuff I've done. I've reinvented the ocean," and it's like, cool. But I've got a pile of sticks.
But it's definitely your kind of game.
But I love this game. I told him straight up, I was like, you can murder me at this game anytime. I don't care. It's got, in fact, I think Zaris, weren't you the one last time that commented about something about when we unboxed it, about you like rays and mantas and stuff. This has these little 3D ones, although I do have a beef about that. I'll tell you in a second. But the card play and the combos and stuff in this are really fun, and I really like it. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it, but I don't care. It's really fun to mess with them. And then on each of these little rays, you've got little bonus things that you can flip them over and do as like a freebie, either action or a +1 to something that you're doing. It's a really cool little gimmicky fun thing to do. Okay. My beef though is we're flipping them over.
Yeah, the rays when they're resting are upside down.
When they're resting, they're upside down. Their little faces are straight up.
Maybe they sleep on their back.
They don't sleep on them.
You don't know. Have you slept with a ray before?
Not with one, no.
I mean, in the ocean with them.
No.
Oh my gosh! You made this an After Dark show.
You did. I wasn't even thinking that. Anyway. Oh, family. Okay, so the smiley faces on the bottom, people. Why are we flipping these poor little rays over? I'm just saying.
Our little dog lady, when she goes to sleep, she flops on her back and sticks her legs straight up.
And looks like a dead thing. I don't think rays do that.
I bet they do.
Exposing their poor little faces.
Are any oceanologists? Is that what they're called? Is what they're called? Oceanographers?
Someone help me.
Is there any oceanographers? Oceanology?
Gosh,
I don't know.
Help me.
Anyway, so this is a pseudo deck builder, kind of like if you played Spice Road.
Yeah.
You start out with a very simplistic hand, and you're playing your cards down, and then eventually you bring them back, and you get more as you go, and you play them out, and you bring them back. And there's a lot of resource management. It's got an interesting system where when you take a location, I don't know what they're called. You put them in a little. The board has I think we talked about this last time. It has little slots, little things where you slide the cards. It's like
That's marine biologist. No.
Are you what?
Huh?
Anyway,
I'm just talking to the chat.
So you slide the cards here, and as you push the cards further up into the thing, you're getting resources. But the goal is to get the card all the way pushed up, and then you can use an action to score the cards. But they don't do you any good until they're scored. So it's got a lot of deck building, hand management, resource management. It's got a lot of cool things going on with it.
Yeah, very cool. Aw, Zaris got to hug a manta ray. I'm so jealous. That's so cool.
Oh, they had when we were on the. I assume that was on the Dice Tower cruise.
Oh yeah, that's right. They went to the Ray thing.
Yeah,
Okay, we didn't go to that one. Oh, that's so cool.
Anyway, get
There's
this
so
out
many
of here.
good choices.
It's not that
This
great.
is okay. Hey, now this is just okay. I got sidetracked by shiny things and you being insane, but
I'll just have a sip of my soda while she talks.
no, I'm just saying. You know, you're saying it's meh. You're saying it's meh. And you
No, it's good. I gave it an 8. It's
okay,
good.
okay, you're mehing it. You kind of made it sound like
No,
it's
it's good.
No, it's really good. Honestly.
All right, let's move on. We played this one again. We've played this. We have a new thing going on. I'll talk about it later. But we have I'll talk about that in a minute.
What? Who? Huh? Which
Cathedral. So we
You
played
mean
Red
the red one?
Cathedral again. I'll go ahead and talk about it now. I was going to do it separately, but we got a new pseudo resolution thing going on. Kind of. We made a list of all of our games
that somehow
that we've only played once.
Well, that we have logged as a play. We're not 100% certain on some of these. Because
we made a list of all the games in our collection we've only played
well.
once. So we have a Shelf of Shame, which is mostly full of 3+ player games right now.
It makes me sad. So sad.
So I thought, why don't we play all the games we've only played once? And so I made a list, and it's about, out of our 550 games, we have about 60 games that we have only played one time.
So we're
gonna work through those to play the ones we've only played once. And this is one of the ones we've only played once. And that's what started this whole thought process. Hey, let's play all these games that we've only played one time.
Yep.
So this is one of the first ones we played off that list. So we got a little list. We're just scratching them off as we go, and we're adding them because we added Mysterium Park on the list. So we scratched them off, and then we're adding as we go. So
it's very fun.
Red Cathedral. This is probably, I don't know if this was really high. It should have been really high on our big game in a small box.
Yes.
This is a full-blown Euro game. I don't know if we did. But this is a full-blown mid-weight Euro game in this little tiny box. It's really awesome. It's got a rondelle. It's got dice manipulation. It's got resource management. It's got, you get like special powers as you go throughout the game to make your stuff more powerful, more beneficial when you roll the dice. It's just a really solid Euro game.
It's pretty sweet.
Really solid. This is I'm pretty sure this is a 2020 game. We argued about this before.
Yes,
but anyway, I think I don't know if this was on our
original
original 2020 list, but I suspect it's going to be on my top 10 when we redo our 2020 list next month.
Which is soon.
Next month.
That's crazy, guys. But yeah, this game, like you said, it's amazing. This doesn't feel like it should belong in this box.
Yeah, it's a full-blown Euro.
This
it's like
feels like it should be back over.
Like Lorenzo and Great Western Trail and those kind of mid-weight 90-minute Euro games. It really feels like one of those, and it's in a little tiny, I don't know, Red Raven. I call these Red Raven boxes. These little tiny,
it kind of does look like those, yeah.
Those, Red Ravens. Small game boxes.
All right, so you cannot. Mr. Fig says that manta rays don't sleep, so you cannot tell me anymore that they're sleeping. They're dead. We kill our rays when we use those bonuses.
And then you bring them back to life.
And then we bring them back to life. That's so messed up.
Huh?
Okay,
we are magical ocean creatures.
We are. It's Aquatica.
They don't sleep. That's got to be horrible.
Or magical.
Sleep is so fun.
Sleep is for the weak.
All right,
Say the mantas.
Get this out of here. We talked about that one before.
Excellent.
All right, moving on to my number 3. We're still in the 8s. This is another one of our one plays. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure we played this more than once. It was only logged once, so it was on our one playlist. So I think
we've talked about it, and yeah, we've definitely played this.
Anyway, but we played it anyway, and officially marked it off the list.
That's Raiders of the North Sea.
Raiders of the North Sea, the forgotten games from what world is this in?
North Sea.
No, I think there's a shared universe from all these West Kingdom and North Sea games.
The North Sea.
I don't know. Anyway. This is
Viking Age.
This is the only one of the North Sea Collection 3 trilogy or whatever it is. This is the only one we've bought. This is the only one I heard that was really good, and I have mixed feelings about this game. I almost gave it a 7.
What?
But I kept it as an 8.
Why?
But it's a very low 8. It seems really repetitive to me.
Okay, I can see that.
It seems the West Kingdom games really seems like you're building up and kind of getting more powerful. I mean, you do get better armor and stuff in this game, but this one seems like build up, go on a raid. Build up, go on a raid. Build up, go on a raid.
Well, that's kind of what you should do.
That's the whole. It just seems.
That's the point of the game.
I know that's the point of the game, but to me, in my humble opinion, it feels repetitive compared to the West Kingdom games. West Kingdom games, it seems like there's a lot more build up. you seem like become more powerful. Your skills get more developed. This one, the only thing you're getting more powerful at all is your armor, and that's it. And we just for whatever reason in this game, we focused on that, maxed it out really early, and then we just did raid, and it just, I don't know, repetitive.
It is called Raiders after all. That was not my original quote. That was from Neutral.
Oh, I don't have a microphone on the table, so I can't push this off.
Wow.
There you go.
Violent. I like all the hashtagging tonight, guys.
What's this?
First we have hashtag sleep us for the week, slay the mantas, and now we have hashtag so humble.
I am very humble. All right, let's move on to my number 2. Rebecca doesn't have it because this is on my side because it's so large. Is
I forgot.
Terraforming Mars, big
We brought the entire planet for you. The planet is inside this box, I'm pretty sure.
So we played Terraforming Mars with everything. Every expansion, every promo, even promos I've never heard of. We played with everything. We even made up... No, we didn't.
We had enough. We didn't need to make anything up. Okay.
We played with everything. And surprisingly, we liked it with everything.
You know what?
Last time we played, we were like, we're never going to play with the expansions anymore.
Yeah.
And then we played with everything. We liked it with everything.
You know what, though? We weren't on a time crunch. We had the table space. I feel like the times had changed for us. If this had been...
I would never play this with 3 or 4 players with everything.
This is a 2-player only game now.
No, I would play the base game and Prelude.
That's what I was going to say. That's it. I agree.
With more than 2.
With 3. I don't think I even want to play 4-player.
Yeah, maybe.
It drags out too much, which is a shame because I absolutely adore this game and I would love to play it with lots of people. But the way it drags out, it's a commitment.
Yeah.
You're committing.
But I love the extra bits. I love the metal cubes, 3D stuff. I loved it. But, couple of complaints. A, it seems like you're putting like this awesome paint job, this beautiful, like immaculate paint job on like a Ford Pinto. Because
the Pinto.
Because the board is very bland, very plain.
Does it blow up when you hit it?
Very generic. The cards are very plain and very generic. So it's like you got this great paint job on an old Ford Pinto. I would love to have a nice updated neoprene matte that has better graphic design on it.
That'd be cool.
I don't want to get replaced. I would love to replace the cards, but that's way too expensive. I'd love to replace the cards. I'll live with the cards, but putting those nice, beautiful little 3D models on this very plain, generic, like 1990s board game board.
You know, you're not wrong. I agree. Because the pieces for this are ridiculously amazing. It really does make this board look a little lackluster now.
Yeah.
But again, aside from was it Neutral saying they need to have an actual globe for the board at this point? Yeah. With that Kickstarter, maybe they'll do the card update for you. No, it's crazy. And no, we decided not to put the cubes back in the little baggies after we were done with them. We thought about
storage boxes for the cubes.
It's a joke. Get the joke.
But I want to get to my second complaint. That was complaint number 1. Complaint number 2. Any Terraforming Mars fan
Yeah, okay. I was going to complain about that too, so.
has bought 3D overlays to their player mats.
You have them good. Because those player mats, you move bump that at all.
You don't know what you're hopefully you have a video that you can rewind to see where all your stuff was. So anyone that is serious about this game has 3D overlay for their boards.
We got those eons ago.
Their insert does not fit 3D overlay boards. So these do not fit in here.
This ginormous box.
These do not fit in here. So we're going to store ours like this. Which makes me sad. A sad panda. Because I could take this apart and reassemble it every time, but that would take even more time and make me even sadder than having them set on top of the box. Sad times.
I agree.
Anyway,
So Marco is asking, how long does it take for you to play the game 2-player?
with everything,
It was a couple hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah. Which is why
And that's
playing with more, we're kind of like, because
But-
it's so long.
Caveat, that is with every expansion, everything going on, every promo, everything.
Yeah.
And we're using the world government
Oh, that slows it
system.
down a lot.
No, it speeds it up.
I feel like it slows it down.
Basically what it is, at the end of every turn, you advance either the oxygen, an ocean, or the heat one
True.
step at the end of
True.
every turn
True.
to speed the game along.
True.
And that shortened it down to about normal. What our normal games take about 2 hours, and this took about 2.5. So all those expansions plus the world government thing going on
You're right.
added about half an hour.
It does. It just took me a while to figure out because one of the things on that is a predictor. It tells you who's going to be in charge of the government the next turn. And sometimes for some reason it's easy to get
I'm not
it
talking
mixed
about the
up with
turmoil. I'm talking about we advance one thing every turn
Oh, okay.
to speed up the game.
Okay, I'm thinking about the little
That
government.
adds more. Definitely adds
Yeah,
more.
the government thing. Oh my gosh. No, you're right. That one speeds it up greatly and
Right.
it's help. But the government thing, if you want to save yourself half an hour,
Take the turmoil out.
Take the turmoil out.
Yeah.
The turmoil.
I like it. I like it.
It was interesting. It was a little bit confusing. It's a little bit fidgety, dare I say, fiddly. I say fidgety. I'm fidgety because it's fiddly. But it was very interesting, and it's kind of fun having some of the weird perks and bonuses and detriments and stuff that are involved with it. That was really cool. And you get to get your little itch that you like with messing with the laws and everything. So.
Yeah, I mean, it adds a little flavor to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's really good. I like it with everything.
Yeah, Venus.
I like it with everything, but I could just as easily play base game and Preludes and probably be almost as happy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I could do that and play with more people and be happy. But if we were just playing 2 of us, we might as well just pull out the whole shebang at this point.
The way the box is set up, it's super easy to set
It is. That is one thing that's really good. We've been griping about it, but aside from the storage issue, it's so easy to just pull everything out now. Now that you have everything unbagged, problem solved, man.
Yeah,
you can
it took me an hour to unbag all those cubes.
Now, granted, you
I'm
weren't
not
doing it as fast
exaggerating.
as
A
you-
nonstop hour of unbagging
Yeah,
those
he wasn't
cubes.
trying to win a world record for speed or anything, but yeah. No, it's surprising because every once in a while I keep thinking of, we have that stigma with it. It's like, oh, this is such bloat. It takes a while to set up and stuff. Then we got it out again and we're like, no,
Wasn't too bad.
it's not. It's not that bad. So,
All right. Enough about this dumb game. and
what?
Dumb
I
box.
love this dumb
and the
game.
dumb insert
I love
doesn't
this
hold my
dumb-
dumb sheets.
Where am I supposed to put this?
Oh, that's on my side. That's right. And then my number 1 game. I'm still not giving it a 10. It's a 9.9.
What? Dun 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 dun. Oh man, we're gonna play another set of this live, right?
Oh, I don't know.
We're
I don't care what certain people.
Oh, I meant to wear my Tom is Wrong shirt today.
I don't care what
Tom
certain
is
people
wrong.
say
I'll
about
name him.
this
I'll
game.
name him. Tom Vassell, you are wrong.
I
Wrong.
love it. I'm loving some Merchant's Cove.
Right?
I'm loving some Merchant's Cove.
Thumbs
So
up.
I got to play this time. I played the Innkeeper, and she played
The
the
Oracle.
Oracle. So she played a roll and write game,
It did.
and I played a something game. Engine builder. I guess mine was an engine building game because I started off, I scored very low points, but by the end I was scoring lots and lots of points. So mine was kind of an engine builder
Mm-hmm.
type game.
Mm-hmm. And they're fun. Okay, so the little Oracle, I would even play this again just to play it live. The little Oracle, you have some dice and then like a random bone and a little person, some stuff. You have some other random things with it. And I had a tray that's split in half, and I have to chuck my stuff in there in such a way that something lands on each side. Or if they all land on one side, I get kind of a detriment. It's really funny. And then from there, I can pick and choose based on the halves that things landed together and stuff. There's certain activities on my board that I can do. So however the chips may fall, so to speak, is how I get to play my turn. It was kind of fun because it was very, very random, like an Oracle would be, right? But there's a lot of different things. It's a lot of good choices, if that makes any sense. A lot of different things you can do with it. I enjoyed playing it. I thought it was fun. Now, would I always want to play that? No. But the nice thing is the options you have, they're so varied. Every single one. Like when Hunter describes his, you'll get it. His is completely different from mine. But our end goals are the same.
Right.
And it's so much. I don't know. I have fun with this. I like it.
Yeah, mine. I'm an innkeeper, and I have two choices. I can make beds for people to sleep in, and I can also prepare beds, however you want to say it, or I can make drinks. And basically, I have to line my beds, the colors to match the colors of the meeples that are going to land at the different docks. So I have to kind of build my beds and shift them around and remake them and make sure they're all set up just right for the people to come. If they come, they go to sleep in my bed, and then after the round's over, they become
like permanent bonuses.
Special customers, or what, I don't know what they're, regular customers into my inn. And that's how the engine building works. Is more of those I get, the more points I'm going to get in future rounds. Is the more. But if you mess up and have the wrong bed, then they go in the middle of the tavern and have a big brawl and a fight, and it causes me minuses.
Did you have a brawl?
I did not have a single brawl. I was perfect on my beds every single time.
I was so busy having fun with my little world.
She could have messed with him so much. The goal of the other players is to mess. It should have been
to mess with you. Now I know
to
what
mess
that
up
is.
where my beds aren't.
I'm gonna mess those up.
So
yeah.
So we can play the argument with this. The negative reviews come from the fact that it's just a gimmick, and who cares that everyone's playing something different. I think it's neat. Because, I mean, you get with someone who's like, hey, do you want to play a roll and write? Do you want to play an engine builder? Do you want to play all these different types of games? Yeah. And they go, oh, I want to do a roll and write. Boom, here's your character that's a roll and write. And we're all playing the same game, but we're playing it differently.
Yeah. It reminds me in a vague sort of way, very distant ways, like Captain Sonar. We're still playing together. We have the same goal. It's not as frenetic as Captain Sonar. And we're not a team per se.
But each member is doing something different.
But everyone's doing something, and it's specific, and we have ultimately the same goal in mind, right? I think it's fun. Now, would I want to be like, if I were to have a collection of board games that was like 10 board games, and that was the only game I played all the time, yeah, I'd probably get sick of that, maybe. Right. But to have it with other games and to play with a lot of people, this would be a blast.
Yeah.
I would really
And I don't think this game would be as fun if everyone was playing the same way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be near as fun.
Nope.
And I know you're only doing your game and you only really care about your game, but still, I think it's interesting. When we were playing, I'm like, I would take my turn and I'd watch her turn because it was interesting to see what she was doing and what was happening with her thing, because she's playing a different game than I am.
Yeah, it's not as easy to go over and go like, oh, he's clearly ahead of me.
Right.
I kind of like that because sometimes I don't pay attention to that too well, but you're really good at glancing over and seeing where I'm at. And I'm not so good at that, so it kind of eliminates that for me. So I'm like, some of my information might be slightly hidden from you. Right. So yeah, it's fun.
I'm liking it. We played 4 of the 7 or 8 characters.
And we're gonna continue.
We're gonna keep going.
We will play live at some point. Yeah, I think it would be fun for y'all. I did see a question earlier that kind of zipped up through the chat. Somebody was asking that if we got rid of some of the expansions, if we didn't have all of the expansions for Terraforming Mars, would our trays fit in there? And I think not. No, because the way they designed it.
The slot that it fits in is specifically designed to fit in. That's a good question. I'll show you what I mean.
That is a really good question.
Sorry. We're done. That was the last one. That was the last one. That was my number 1. It's a 9, heading to a 10.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
So here's the box. It's full to the top, so there's no space to put them. Because I mean, I thought, I'll just do this. I'll put it in like this, and I'll put this on top, and there we go. And that just drove me insane. So that wasn't going to work.
Nope.
So down in the box, I mean, there's no room for anything extra. So this is the 3D tiles. The board specifically is designed to fit in here.
Fit in there.
But this and the expansion boards and all the rule books fit in this spot. So there's no extra space here. Then you go down to the next level. It's the next set of tiles. This is completely flush with the one above it. So you go down another level, and this is completely full, and the boards go in this little tiny spot right here. Yeah. That's only about maybe an inch deep. And so if you try to put a board here, it doesn't fit.
Yeah. And there's no cheaty way to squeeze them in.
Now if you pop the thing off, I'll do it just for you. I'll pop one of these off.
Oh, don't do it.
Maybe I won't.
No, we didn't sleeve our cards. We're barbarians. I know.
I don't ever sleeve unless we're going to play a game like 100 times.
Yeah, which we probably should have done to Pip, but we would have torn them.
This is why I don't take them apart, because you have to rebuild them. And there's like little things that hold them in and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, you take this is what a player board normally looks like.
It's paper thin. Wafer thin.
It's not wafer thin, but it's pretty
It's
close.
almost wafer thin.
So this little card now, if you look, it fits nicely right in that little slot right there. That's where your thing is. But your overlay is going to be bigger dimensions than the card, and it's going to be thicker than the card. So there's no way.
And there's some that are slightly smaller than the one we got.
But even if they're smaller, they're going to be thicker. They're going to be too thick to fit in there.
That's true.
But I'm guessing that
sleeved cards don't fit. I believe it.
I would bet that there is overlays that would work. Our particular ones do not. So
yeah, if you have a super wafer thin overlay, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what it would have to be. Really thin, but that defeats the purpose. If it's super thin, then you don't have the dimension to keep the cubes in, right?
Yep.
Anyway, I'll fix this later. All right. So there you go. That's more on my complaint about the box.
But it's awesome. Otherwise, we gripe a lot about this stuff. We're like being really nitpicky, but honestly, like, so good. I mean,
before we had boards sitting outside, we had pieces sitting outside, we had all. It would half the game wouldn't fit in the old box.
Look at the land, and it's all 3D. Like, they're little bumpy trees and little mountains, and they're all like unique little shapes and stuff. There's probably 6, 7 different unique
6 different
tiles.
Ones.
So you're always going to have, even if you play the game and put land in the same spots, it's going to be different every time because you're putting different land pieces on. I just love it. The cities are the same way. They have different shaped city sky rises and stuff. It's pretty cool.
All right, let's move on to the shortest segment ever. So new games. We already talked about 3 of the 4 new games. So we got Mysterium Park we talked about. Trekking the National Park Trivia we talked about. Draftosaurus expansions we talked about. But we didn't talk about this little guy that we haven't played yet.
Oh yeah! I'm stoked.
Minecraft Builders and Biomes, the Farmers Market expansion.
Nessa's eyes actually lit up.
Which I didn't even know existed. And the reason I jumped on buying this, I mean, not that Minecraft is a super good game. It's pretty good. The reason I jumped on it is because when Nessa and Caitlin do Minecraft stuff, they build little stores and shop with each other.
It's adorable.
And you go shopping, I guess. It's got a little market where you do trades and get items and stuff. And I'm like,
I think they're going to like it.
Sounds like how they play Minecraft. So I thought it'd be pretty interesting to grab it. I have no idea what it's about, how it works, or anything.
I hope there's cakes.
I just grabbed it.
When Nessa was like 4 and 5, when she first started playing Minecraft, every room had to have a cake in it. She put cake everywhere, and she gifted you with cakes. I hope there's a cake in there.
I bet there is cakes. Let's find out.
Let's find out if there's
cakes.
But will there be cake?
But so as an aside, these new games I got, I actually journeyed out to my friendly local game store. I went out in the real world, and I went to our game store.
That's wild.
And I bought some stuff because I was like, I haven't bought anything in a game store in 14 months or more, probably more like 16 months.
It's very sad.
And I'm like, I gotta help these people out. And so I bought some stuff. And this is what I bought.
Ooh, yellow cubes. We'll pretend those are cake.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what items we got here. That's all in that's all in a language I don't know. This is in a language I don't know.
That's Italian.
It doesn't say what they are.
That is definitely German.
I see a bed.
Well,
I see a
or is that German?
Jukebox. I don't see any cake, unfortunately.
Dutch, maybe?
Yeah, I don't see any cake.
Ah, Spanish. At least I can kind of figure that
out. But look,
out.
you got looks like you got these little market stalls that you're going to sell and buy stuff in, and then a bunch of little tiles. There's new biomes.
This is cool.
There's new biomes. There's new... What else is there?
Final scoring goals, like building things, like whenever you collect blocks, gain an XP. Move your character a number of spaces. Collect 3 blocks instead of 2. Building costs 1 block.
Looks like the items give you superpowers.
They do. This looks really cool.
And they look
a lot of movement. Oh, whenever you lose a fight, try a second time. It's the bed. That's pretty funny. You Minecraftians will understand. I dig that. That's cute.
There you go.
Okay, I'm excited about
That's the only new purchase we did not already talk about. The farmer.
No cake.
And what's interesting is this box is warped.
Just like our.
It's actually got a. I don't know if it's intentional, but it has has a little
Did they
curved
flip it?
top to it. But it's going to go in the trash anyway. So
Yeah, because it'll fit in the main game,
so
whatever.
I don't care.
But that's hilarious.
All right, that's it for new purchases because we already went over the other ones.
Yeah,
So.
you can see that. You can actually see it on the camera.
So Mysterium, Trekking, Trivia, and Minecraft expansion I bought at my friend's local game store, which is Madness Comics and Games. I highly recommend to anyone in the North Texas area to go and visit them. They are the best game store in the universe.
It's worth traveling anywhere for that.
Best game store in the universe.
Ginormo game store.
All right, let's move on to the next segment.
Which is?
I don't know. This one. All right, you regular folks, teach the new people what goes on in this part because we need a topic.
So, what we need is for you to think of a good reason that we're going to rank some board games, and it could be wackadoodle, anything. And I will pick the most interesting sounding one, and then Hunter is going to rank 7 random games that I have pre-selected that he doesn't really know about. They're kind of hidden under my chair over here. Actually, they're almost as tall as my chair today, just by random chance. They're completely randomized. So I need to know, what would be a good way to rank some board games?
Apparently Nathan is local because he goes to Madness as well.
Nice. Very
interesting, I say.
Yes, yeah. So, most feld-like. I like that. Most in need of a retheme. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, man. Those are both really good. Component quality. Most improved with the addition of cake. Okay.
That would be difficult.
That would be a difficult
But I can do it. You give me a ranking, I can run with anything.
It's true. I think we're going to go with points for what retheme you make. You know what? I like that. I think I'm going to go with that, Tommy. Oh, you're in Carrollton. You're very close to us, sort of. Fairly close to us. Okay, so retheme. Most in need of a retheme. Bonus, tell us what you would retheme it as. Okay?
All right, let's do it. It's going to be a little long. We're going to go long. I hope you guys are okay with that.
We don't care. We don't care. Okay, I'm ready. I am so ready for this. You guys ready for this? So, most in need of a retheme. Here's your first game. We have 7 Wonders. You guys have so many good ones.
7 Wonders.
You guys have great.
7 Wonders.
How much they need an app. Ooh.
7 Wonders. So, okay, so 7 Wonders is a card drafting Civ game. I don't have a problem with Civ themes. I'm happy with it.
Too bad you have to retheme these.
No, it said most in need of a retheme. I'm on the first part, not the second part. So this is, I don't feel this one needs much of a retheme. I mean, you could change time periods maybe, like have different time periods. But I love this period era, the whatever era this is, classical era. How about that? Classical era, maybe. I don't know.
Ancient times?
Classical?
Some of them were pre-classical. Okay.
Of course, we have the expert here who knows about every era there is. Anyway.
Of course, we have the king of sarcasm over here.
So what era is this in again?
Ancient.
All right, so I'm fine with...
7 Wonders of the Ancient World. This isn't a rocket science kind of thing. I didn't need to...
You call me dumb?
Yes.
I think she just called me dumb.
I did. Let's play Box of Rocks.
I am
right now.
fine with this era. I'm fine with this theme. So it's very low, I think, on the rankings. What would I retheme it as? I had this vision. Because in the game...
Did it involve cake?
No. Oh. But I had this vision that in the game, if you played 7 Wonders, you're trying to obviously build your civilization, but you can like borrow goods from your neighbor. And I just had this theme of maybe some kind of cat purse breaking into people's houses and stealing their stuff. Here
I was thinking it'd be a sweet one, kind of like you're trying to make a recipe and you're asking people for like,
no. You're breaking into their house and stealing their stuff. And whoever has the most stuff at the end of their game wins.
Wow.
But you can only attack your neighbors. You can't. Those other people. You're a lazy cat purse. You don't travel very far. So you only rob from your people left and right. So you want the people left and right to get lots of good stuff, so you can rob their good stuff. 7 Wonders is in first place.
This is why people are like, I hate my neighbors. All right. That's fair. It's interesting. All right, your next one. Oh crap! I think we froze.
We did. Let me fix that.
Okay. Hold up. And of course, it always freezes when I'm making the best face. Grr, baby, grr.
Grr. Can they hear us talking?
Probably. Can you guys hear us talking?
All right.
I'm
I'm gonna fix the camera.
I'm pretty sure you can hear us talking. That's usually how this goes down.
All right. We'll be back. Fortunately, I have to reset the computer to do this.
Grr.
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 Give us a couple minutes. We'll be back.
Grr.
We'll be back.
Grr.
We'll be back.
Grr. No comprende, señor. La 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 la. La.
I think we're back.
Are we back? Are we live? We're live. Okay, we're live. Hey,
All right.
it's
Sorry about
unbroken. We have signal. All right, so back to number 2.
I don't know where we were.
Did
Did you get the cat purse and the robbing your neighbors?
Oh yeah, they were all talking about that. We're good. You got all that.
All right. Next.
Yeah.
Next one up.
Okay.
Brass. I can never say Lancashire. Lancashire.
Yeah, I know. They make
The
fun of
original
French
brass.
Okay.
So this is a kind of a
We need cake.
route building deliver type train game.
Boring. Retheme it.
I think train games are just fine for theming,
Boop, boop. Okay.
but we could retheme it. Let's see what
Chugga.
items. I got it. This could be a Santa Claus game, Christmas game,
That would be so good.
and you're trying to deliver
Yes.
toys to the good kids and girls,
And you could still have coal.
and you could deliver coal. Coal is still a resource. So there you go. So
So much.
I would have.
Get on that. Who is this? This is
Wallace.
Martin Wallace. Get on that. Retheme it.
So delivering goods to the kids and stuff like that.
Christmas Eve, baby.
And we can make the expansion. There could be expansions. You know, we could do the
Rudolph's Blizzard.
Well, no, you could do the Easter Bunny expansion.
The Shiny New Year expansion.
What are you delivering New Year's? You gotta deliver something. Tooth Fairy expansion. It's reversed. Instead of a deliver, it's a pickup.
What just happened?
This
you
one.
heard it here first.
This
We claim all rights to this
grass
game.
is now the new number 1.
I'm thinking that's appropriate. Oh, hold on. Let me fix this a little bit. Yeah. Okay. There
All right,
we
what's
go.
next?
All right. Next game. Sagrada.
All right, this
should be easy
this
for
is
you.
themeless.
No, it's not. It's a stained glass window.
This is an
You're making
abstract
it
game where you're building a
More
stained glass window.
Stained glass window.
I would retheme this to. Let's see. I would retheme this. This is just off the top of my head.
Retheme it to floor tiles.
No. Think about this. So when kids in school sit down in class,
Okay.
let's say they're not assigned seats.
Okay.
There's certain seats that people tend to,
Yes.
depending on the type of person they are.
Are you going to go to the head of the class kind of thing?
Kind of.
here? Okay.
So maybe the green dice want to be towards the front of the class.
Okay.
And the blue dice want to be towards the back of the class. You have
Yep.
the good students and the slacky students.
Now, they may not be slacky. Maybe they're just shy. The shy students will hide in the back, too.
Do they?
Yes. My wallflowers will hide in the back as well, because they...
All right, so the purple dice will be the shy students.
there you go,
They need to
okay.
be in the back.
They like to blend in a little.
And then you're kind of your average students sit in the middle.
Okay.
I have no idea.
That's a little stereotypical, but okay.
But I personally think this is a themeless game and it doesn't need a retheme, so it's low on the list. But not as low as Seven Wonders. I like the theme of Seven Wonders. So right here,
Yep.
Sagrada. Head of the class, the Sagrada version.
I like that.
And then you can have the university expansion where no one attends class.
Speaking from experience, are we? Your new game, sir.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
So in this game, you
Meet
are
the-
trying to survive. Oh, this is easy to retheme. So this one, you are.
It's 2020 the game.
Yeah. So you're basically in the Middle Ages, I guess. What year is it?
What year? What?
The plagues happened.
Oh, for crying crying out
The
loud.
Dark Ages. Middle Ages. No, Dark Ages were after the Middle Ages. So Middle Ages, I was right, right?
Just go with it.
Anyway, so you're basically, there's these rats that plague rats that you have to deal with that mess up your game if you don't take care of them and do hospital stuff. But you're in a little cart driving around the city like being a tourist during the plague, which makes no sense to me. So this one's in desperate need of a retheme. But here's the thing. We'll change this to, instead of Notre Dame, we'll call this Prosper, which is where we're from. And it's the 2020 COVID edition. You're trying to go to the grocery store to get groceries.
This is a little too real. I'm not liking this game.
Trying to go to the grocery store to get groceries in your little car. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I'm not sure either. And you have to dodge what? What are you the
Yeah, you have to get hand sanitizer as a resource and masks. You're trying to get toilet paper and meat products before they run out. I don't know. I'm sorry. We're gonna put this one right here.
We laugh because we do it instead of crying. Okay, so there's like I like that. I kind of like it. I like it.
I can't see what they're saying.
Retheme it to a restaurant, and the rats are flies in your soup. Waiter. There you go.
All right, what's next?
Mother's Pizzeria, rats in the kitchen. Wow, you guys have some great rethemes. All right, Space Base is your next game, sir.
Space Base.
Yes, Space Base.
This one is another mostly themeless game, in my opinion.
It's rife with theme. Rife, I say.
Mostly themeless.
That might have been slightly.
It's mostly themeless. So basically, you have these rolling dice. You get resources based on the dice rolls. You essentially get benefits on other people's turns. Basically, you start with the cards, and then you can upgrade them. And when you upgrade them, they change from being beneficial on your turn to you flip them over on their head, and you put them and slide them under the board. And now they're beneficial on other people's turns. So I've got to think, what do you flip on your head? Maybe they're acrobats. The little acrobats.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, it's a Cirque du that would cost too much. That's an IP. Cirque de Mole.
What? Like the sauce?
Yes, Cirque de Mole. So they're acrobat chefs.
What? What just happened?
They're acrobat chefs.
This isn't even a ranking anymore.
And then they're preparing the food. And then in the middle of preparing the food, they start doing flips. And they flip over, and all you can see is their feet sticking up when you slide them under the board. So Cirque de Mole.
Cirque de Mole.
So that we get around the IP.
You know what? We could do a bundle package of this with Tres Leches Me Gusta.
Making cakes instead of sauces.
Right? And Mad Points.
This is really low on the retheme. It's basically right here.
Wow.
Nah.
Wow. That's a pretty
lower
good
than
retheme.
Lower than Sagrada.
Really?
We're going to go like that.
Okay.
Let me move these over. Can you see? We'll put Sander Wonders right here. We'll put Sagrada right there.
Audience's brain is all.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, Papillon. I like this theme.
I was gonna say
this is a good theme.
I challenge you to retheme this now, because do you think it needs retheming? Which
not so much. It's a good theme.
I was gonna say the theme's amazing.
It's a fine theme. Basically, you're collecting butterflies. It's an area control game.
What's not to love? It's so.
It's kind of like has a mechanism like lanterns, where you're matching up tiles and get benefits on how they match up. So it's an area control lanterns game.
Right.
Let's
moths. Retheme it to moths.
Let me think.
You guys are so helpful.
Oh, I got it.
Another Santa?
No. I'm going to retheme this to an office theme, like an office building theme.
No.
And the little plants on the back are actually elevators, and you're crowding people into the elevators.
What?
So you put the people are like getting squished up in the elevator. You know, when there's way too many people in the elevator. So it's an area control game. You want more of your workers to get in the elevator so they can get to their meeting on time. So you want your workers on the elevators so they can get to their meeting or to their job or whatever they need to do. You want less of everyone else's workers on the elevators going to their job.
That's impressive. That's impressive. I like it.
All right. This one
like
does
that.
not need a retheme.
No.
It's down.
It's at the
No, it's Seven Wonders. I love Civ games. So.
Oh, okay. Wow.
There you go. One more.
Tokyo Subway. Yeah, it's kind of the same deal. Silence of the Lambs, Xeris. I'm gonna call a therapist.
What we got for the last one?
The last one.
The pig. Oh my. You actually got. I left this one on.
Yes,
normally I took most of the kids' games out, but I left this one on.
This game is fantastic. Why would you take it out?
So we played this one live, but way back in the day, way back in the day. So basically, you are cramming hamburgers in this pig's mouth, and you basically blow him up like a balloon. Basically, at some point he pops, and then the person that went just before that person wins. So you're cramming burgers into this poor guy's mouth until he pops. Now, are we gonna keep the pig?
I don't know. This is your theming.
All right. So you're.
So should it keep the pig?
So you're a guy at an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Pop the Pope? What? All-you-can-eat Chinese?
You're a guy at an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
That's fair. It's fair. Very true.
You're eating. You're trying to get your money's worth.
Because you only eat out once a month.
But the variation in this game is you want to be the one that pops because you got if you pop, you definitely got your money's worth.
So you're trying to pop.
You're trying to pop.
Not trying to not pop.
Correct.
Okay.
But this one's a great theme, so this one does not need to be rethemed. I'll put it right. I don't know if you can.
I love that you're keeping the Pop the Pig theme. There's something magical about that.
No, it's Pop the middle-aged man at the Chinese buffet. It's a very long title.
It is. I don't know if it's got that snap.
Pop the middle-aged man at the Chinese buffet.
There's something just incredibly wrong
with
that title.
There is our final rankings. We have Brass, the original Brass, because I can't say the name, rethemed as Santa delivering presents with the Easter Bunny expansion. Then we got Notre Dame. We have it the shopping at the grocery store 2020 COVID edition. Then we have Cirque de la Mole.
De la Mole? What? You added enough.
With the what was it, the Tres Leches Me Gusta expansion.
Oh, it's an expansion now. Yes. I was just bundling them.
Then we got Sagrada rethemed as Head of the Class with the No One's Going to Class University expansion. Then we got Pop the Pig rethemed as the middle-aged man at the Chinese buffet. And then we have Papillon rethemed as Elevator Crash.
Oh, that just turned dark.
No, where they're crashing people.
How about Elevator Crush, not Crash?
All right, Elevator Crush.
Yeah,
that's very, very good. You're better at the naming than I am. Elevator Crash.
I gotta have some talent.
And then we got Seven Wonders, the Cat Purse edition. Or if you prefer, what is it? Burglar, Cat Burglar. What is it? Something Mud Shoe? What are all the different names for a thief?
Oh, good grief.
Cut Purse, the Cut Purse edition. There we go. Cut Purse edition. There we go. And there you have it.
What just happened?
Get these out of here.
You all started this. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm just kidding. That was good. That was good theming tonight, folks. That was quite good.
There you have it.
I think Tommy may be right. We may just randomly ask you to retheme the game now, just because I think someone should hire you as a game rethemer.
I don't know. That was on the spot without any prep. I have no idea. My favorite one was Elevator Crush.
I like that.
That's my favorite one.
Corley renamed it Brass Santa for you. Brass Santa.
Brass Santa.
Brass Santa.
Brass Santa.
Brass Santa.
Brass Santa.
Brass Santa. I think that was.
Or is it Brass North Pole?
Well, it could make it just continue with the brass line.
Yes, Brass North Pole.
Okay.
Where's the Easter Bunny from? Where does he come from?
Hopping down the bunny trail.
Brass Bunny Trail. All right.
Santa's bra. It kind of does sound like Santa's bra. I think.
Looking at our little time.
But yes, I agree. I believe you win a gold star today for creativity and inventiveness, sir. That was a high class shenanigans. I applaud you. Very
okay.
good.
Thank you.
High creativity
Thank you.
points.
Thank you. All right. Since you wanted a duo, as they call in the culinary world, since you wanted a duo, I'm having to cancel the next segment.
What? I'm sad.
All right. We're moving on to the outro, but I do want to discuss one thing that's board game adjacent. Board game adjacent. Me and Rebecca, or Rebecca and I.
Yes.
Rebecca and I are now geocachers.
Dun dun dun.
So for her birthday, I took her out to a swanky joint.
Swanky joint. I love the name. Yes.
And then afterwards, we went geocaching.
In our nice clothes.
No, we dressed kind of middle of the road. Anyway,
Yeah.
So a long time ago in a land far away, I read about this and I thought, that's kind of interesting. And then it just right out of my head. But then I was looking up something on a state park where it was reserving a site for camping or something. And they had geocaching. I'm like, I recall. It's like, I've heard of this.
Yes.
And so I clicked on it and I went down that rabbit hole. And now we storm into the woods looking for hidden boxes.
It's pretty exciting. Yes.
So some point in the future, at some point, we're gonna do a adjacent channel called Family Showdown Adventures, and you're gonna see us crashing through the woods.
Because we should have already been filming some of this, quite frankly.
So if you don't know what
still have some mosquito bites from our. Oh my gosh.
So geocaching, if you don't know what it is, people go out in the real world and find a spot somewhere, and they put a little thing.
It could be a box,
a little capsule.
The smallest ones we found were capsules.
A lot of people use
tiny,
like pill bottles and things like that.
Yeah, a lot of those. That's the common one.
And what they do is they go into the app, the geocaching app, and put the exact coordinates of where that box is. So then you get your little app, and you go storming through the woods, and you find the little box.
It's not just the woods. It's parks. There's one apparently at the gas station about a mile from our house.
Not apparently, we went there.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Apparently, like, I didn't know that until we did this.
Gotcha.
Like, they're everywhere. It's so cool. And
people stare at you funny because you're, like, messing around.
You mess around with weird random places, but all of it is public space. None of it's buried. You don't have to do anything. You don't deface anything. It's all 100% legal, of course. It's funny because they're often in weird places, and everyone is always looking at you like, why are they walking in the trees behind this store?
So you go there and you sign a little log sheet that's with the cache, and you say I found it, and then you go in the app and say you found it, and it's just a little fun little exercisey activity.
Yes, you guys are on that too. Yes, so it's proper etiquette if it's a large enough cache to take an item and exchange it with one of your own.
They're over at the top of that shelf.
Are they? Okay.
So what we're doing in our little cache when we find caches, we're leaving a little gifty gift. So I went out to a local. I didn't know it. There's a local online store that sells dice. That's like 10 miles from us.
Very close to us.
It's called Pipped. It's
on my way to work.
PIPPD. It's Pipped. And they sell these little micro dice that are super tiny. So this box has this little bin.
Has like what, 90 now?
Has like 90 dice in it. They're little tiny.
Put them on the table because the table will show.
Micro dice.
Are they cute?
That's 90 dice. So what we did.
It's not trespassing.
Because some of the little caches are real, like literally like this, an inch by an inch size. So we're just leaving little micro dice. People leave erasers, coins, Legos, whatever lent from their pocket, just whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's also what was it? What is it? Yes, I have the little doll, the little miniature toys. I just totally blanked on. Shopkins. Yes, we found some Shopkins in there. Yes, yeah, they have to be on public land. It's got to be all public land. It's not a new fad. It's been around for years, actually.
Yeah,
they're all in legal places.
No matter where you are in the world, there's probably one within 10 miles of you.
Yeah, we were looking around because the app that we're using, the geocaching
unless you're in the middle of the Sahara Desert, I bet there's none near there.
Maybe not.
But
we looked at several different countries and saw that they had them, and it was very exciting.
But anyway, so we're doing that. We've done like 20 of them. A lot of them were easy ones that were like on the side of the road. A few that we did on our date were like actually out in the woods that we crashed the woods, and they were like in the middle of parks and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we checked just random spots, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
They're super fun.
Within 50 miles of us, I bet there's 1,000 within 50 miles of us.
Yeah, there's tons of it, and it's still very, very active. And I'm surprised how few people actually remember it, because it was a big thing when it first started. Right. And now it's faded enough people don't know about it now, and it's fun.
So that's board game adjacent, I guess. It's kind of like a real world board game.
It has dice in it.
Kind of.
Dice.
Yeah, we're leaving little dice for people to find, and we're going to go back to the caches that the little app and look at the places
and
we've been and see if any
say
they found the dice or whatever. So that's a fun little thing that we're doing.
Yep.
That's board game adjacent.
That's right.
So look for the Family Showdown Adventure channel.
Ooh.
Coming at some point.
You're on there, Julio? Sweet. Yes. Okay. You're just Julio on there? Yay.
It's going to take forever to do that, so we'll see that. All right. Well, that's it. That's it for this time. 1 week from tonight, we were doing the top 10 great gimmicks in a board game. So it could be a great gimmicks. It could be a bit. It could be a mechanism. It could be anything. But it's some crazy gimmick. Doesn't have to be crazy, but mine are gonna be crazy. Crazy gimmick in a board game. That's our next top 10. Then 2 weeks from tonight, we are doing part 3, the Great Culling.
No, already?
Part 3, the Great Culling.
Where's my? I call this.
The signs are over there.
I want
part
to call,
3.
No!
Part 3, the Great Culling.
No.
There you go. And then it's not officially on the schedule yet, but 3 weeks from that, we're probably going to do. We're going to totally steal, because they said we could steal it. Said anyone can do it.
What are we stealing?
We're going to do the Brothers Murph. Guess a game from 1 bit in the game.
Oh my gosh, you're going to destroy me in that. Brothers
so we're going to pick one bit out of the game, one piece or one thing out of a board game, and blindfolded, we're going to try to guess the game. I don't think we're going to be as nice as they were, because they were very nice. They were super obvious.
They were nice, and Hunter says those were super obvious, and now I'm dead. I'm gonna.
I mean, we're going to do some obvious one. I figured we build from super easy to a little bit harder, but we're not going to do something like it's a meeple. That's crazy. It has to be something that's unique to that game.
Troll just said that we could make a lot of space just by calling Rising Sun.
I know. It's only 2 boxes.
It's only those 2. That's about the size of Terraforming Mars.
Yep, about the same size. All right, folks. So there you have it.
Julio.
1 week, great gimmick, top 10. Then the week after, the Great Culling, and the week after that, the guess a game from 1 bit, and then the week after that, we're back to our variety show. So we have a ton of games to talk about.
Better.
That'll be like 4 weeks of gaming.
Do Paula Deming's? Oh, I heard about that. That was hilarious.
Oh, the exercise thing?
I would do it.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
The exercise thing.
We should do that. That's funny.
We're doing exercises.
That's right.
All right. Let's veto.
Dude.
I veto. That's not. I veto. I don't know what I was going to say. I think
all of his brain matter.
I was trying to say exit, and veto.
Exit the game?
Yes, but veto came out of my head.
Exit the show?
Veto. I vetoed this game. All right, let's exit the building. Apologize for the camera freezing, but stuff happens.
That's part of what makes our channel so special.
Enjoy.
Farewell.
Retheming games. I don't know what that means. Dice.
Oh my gosh!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.